Okay, guys, we're going to be doing the Arsenal preview game tomorrow against. We're going to be doing it. Yeah, we're going to be doing the Arsenal preview game against Chelsea tomorrow. Kick off at 5:30, and yeah, I've got somebody on the call this evening. It's a bit late, but said I'll go ahead with it. And Dom, welcome to Normski TV. First time on the show. If you can hear me, unmute your mic. How you doing, man?
I'm good.
You're good. Listen, Dom, man, we got a big game. I'm hoping that some other people will be coming on tonight. I don't know if they're able to get onto the link, but we got a game tomorrow against Chelsea. We haven't been doing really too well over the last couple of months, mate. It's a bit of a joke, actually. And
it is.
I don't know what before we talk about the game tomorrow. What's your thoughts on what's going on with Arsenal? And what's your current status with them as well? Because I spoke to you earlier on. I was quite shocked, man.
I don't think they deserve my support anymore.
Why is that?
They've been terrible. They've lost more games than they've won.
Granted, and I mean it's a tough watch at the moment, man. It's a tough watch at the moment. We've lost something like I think 8 games. Out of 14. We've only won like 4 games. It's the worst since I think 1974. It's crazy what I'm seeing on the pitch, and boy, I don't know, because I was saying on my last match reviews and previews, I can't see where a win is coming from. I really can't see where a win is coming from, man.
I'm starting to think they want to get relegated.
What are your thoughts on that? Because
I wouldn't be surprised if we do.
Really?
I really won't.
That's bad. I mean, we're only four points above the relegation zone. You've got Burnley, who beat us a couple of games ago, who was sitting in the bottom 3. I think they're out of the bottom 3.
Yeah, they're below us.
Game in hand. Yeah, and they're only 1 point behind us.
And they have a game in hand as well.
Exactly. And, I don't know how you feel about it, mate, but, I'm just kind of begging that the games that that team in the bottom 3, I'm just hoping that they're losing games. I was watching it the other day, and, mate, I was just hoping that, I think it was Fulham, I think they ended up, did they draw their last game?
I'm not sure.
Last game. And
I'm not sure.
Yeah, was it West Brom?
I'm not sure.
Can't remember, but basically, back in the day, we would be kind of hoping that, teams in the top 6 would be able to take points off each other. Now we're hoping that teams in the bottom 3,
yeah,
it's quite peak right now at the moment, and it's not. It's
like,
not. It's becoming a reality.
Yeah, I was looking at the games, and like some of them, I can kind of understand why we lost. But there's like the Aston Villa game, like I don't know how we're losing to them. Then we're drawing with Southampton. Yeah, it's a bit of a joke.
I mean, four games back to back at home. It's unheard of.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And when I say unheard of, I'm not saying any team can't get beaten, but listen, what the football that I'm seeing, and the football, I don't know what kind of football Arteta's playing with his team, but this literally, I keep saying it's very pragmatic, and it's literally very predictable as well. A lot of teams know how to play us. I mean, yeah, thanks, Kangaroo. Big up to both of you. Yeah, we're just talking all Arsenal, myself. Yeah, put your chat in there, put your thoughts in there, what you think about the game tomorrow. Do you think we're going to win it or not? It's a mad thing, man. And Dom, I mean, it seems like you've decided to give Arsenal up. At first, I thought you was giving up football, but you're giving up Arsenal, which You can't be jumping shit, man.
No, I'm sorry, but they don't deserve it anymore. This is not the first time as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
This happened constantly over season after season. It's constantly.
Yeah. Yeah.
You haven't seen Champions League football for how many years now?
But it's got worse. I mean, listen, I've got somebody else coming. I've got somebody else on there on the stream. Lisa, what are you saying?
Oh boy.
listen. I thought it'd be a family affair tonight, man, because most of us here are Arsenal supporters, man. And Lisa, I'll just say to Dominic, man, the guy, boy, I don't know what you feel about it. I hope you're not jumping ship.
Nah. It's easy to think that. I've had a few texts saying, "Why don't you jump ship?" Yeah. I've had all the banter. I have to laugh now,
mate. Listen,
I have to laugh at the memes.
Listen to me. Look, I'm avoiding people left, right, and centre. The phone goes off. I mean, you know it goes, Lisa. I'll phone you up. We'll have our run. Yeah, we'll go. Yeah, you know what I mean. We'll go for our therapy session. And then, feel a little bit better. But, mate, the football. I mean, what do you think of the football you're seeing right now?
I just think the football's not great, but for a start, I think Arteta doesn't know his best 11.
Right.
He doesn't know his best 11. The players are not showing up. I don't know why. They're not playing great, but he's not starting off with the best 11. He's not picking the best players. Why is Bellerin playing? Why?
Don't talk to me about Bellerin. Don't talk to me about Bellerin right now, because
Bellerin. Well, I don't know.
So, I mean, there's rumours, on and off the field. There's a lot of stuff that's going on off the field.
Yeah, I can see. I think you can see that. You can see that he doesn't know. It's like he doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah.
It reminds me when at the end when Wenger sort of ran out of ideas. When it's like he'd make decisions, and it's like, what on earth are you like? You can't. No matter how you think about it, you're thinking, why has he made that substitution, or why has he started that player? There's no reason behind it.
Yeah. Somebody put in the chat, his foul throws. I mean, this is the Bellerin we're talking about. We'll come on to that, but talking about the Wenger era, the Unai Emery era. Out of the three current managers that you've probably witnessed, because you're not as old as me. Well, you probably remember George Graham.
Yeah, briefly.
But you're growing up in the
that was the long balls, weren't it?
Yeah. Long ball, 1-0 to the Arsenal. Yeah.
1-0 to the Arsenal.
At least we knew how to defend. It was very compact. We went to Anfield. Yeah. And did them in '89, so I'm really pleased about that. But
listen, we're breaking records, mate. We're breaking records now.
Listen,
it can't be. Nothing can be as bad as this, because we're breaking so many records.
No, seriously, it can't get any worse than this.
This is worse than Emery.
100%. I mean, if you look
how can Arteta keep his job if Emery was out of a job and he's doing worse than Emery?
I don't think I could get.
We didn't have the players either. Emery didn't spend this money.
Do you think we're acting like a big club?
Say it again.
Do you think we're acting like a big club?
Of course not.
I mean, when you look at PSG, we've just got.
My thing is, right, because I think Solskjaer, he's still at Man United, partly because they were loyal to him because he was a player, but he improves, isn't it? It's like it seems like as soon as it gets to the point where you're thinking, oh, his job's in question, like they turn it around and they improve. Yeah, but that happened. That hasn't happened for Arsenal. So really, he's got to go. There's no loyalty right now. He's got to go.
Yeah. So who do you think is the better manager, Solskjaer or Arteta?
Well,
what do you say, man? Who do you think is the better manager?
Well, it's got to be Solskjaer, isn't it?
He's showing that he's a better manager.
What has he won?
Solskjaer or Arteta?
Solskjaer. What has Solskjaer won?
I mean, okay, he's had more experience because, all right, he was tainted with the brush for taking down Cardiff, and then he went and manage Mulder, you know, but he's had experience. I think the difference is
that's true.
The difference is that he's got experience and Arteta hasn't. Arteta has come in literally from putting out the cones and look, guys, I'm telling you now, right? I mean, I know this is a preview show and that, but I've got to get it off my chest first before we go into our predicted 11 and who we think, what score we think it's going to be. I'm hoping to do a watch along with Dave, the Chelsea supporter, so that's going to be interesting. Watch tomorrow afternoon. So check that out, please, guys. At 5:30, check out the live stream between me and Dave, where we're going to get slap up. But yeah, you know, when I think about the experience, he has got no experience, and you can see you're watching him on the sidelines, and he just looks. I mean, the last game, I mean, literally scratching his head. He just didn't know. He has no answers. And then you've probably seen all the post-match press conferences, you know, talking about probability, and he's confusing. Even the pundits on Sky, even, you know, coming out and saying the players are, you know, acting like kidders, and Arteta can't be coming out with all this nonsense. You can see that he's hanging on now, but the fact is that Edu and the board are still going to back him. I think these guys are in what I call, what's the word I'm looking for? Like denial. They've got to be in denial.
No, it's got to be something else. I don't know what it is, but I think they're a money club, aren't they? It's all about what's going in their pockets, because they're not doing it for the fans.
No, absolutely.
The fans want him out. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Look how long Wenger was there. We wanted him out a long time.
Yeah.
They kept him.
A lot of the super fans that
you know what I mean? And I'm not saying, listen, when you look at Arteta and you start to appreciate people like Arsene, but I think there comes a point when they've got to go, and you keep them there for too long, and look what happens. We're 16th. We could be fighting relegation.
No, listen, we are in a relegation fight. It's just simple as that. We're in a relegation fight, because listen to this, Sam Allardyce, they interviewed Sam Allardyce this week, and I think we're playing them in about 2 weeks' time. We're going to, after we get slapped up by Chelsea tomorrow, we go to Brighton, who is not won coincidentally at their ground. They've beaten. If they beat us, they would have done the double overs. This is a 6-pointer, against Brighton. Yeah. As I said, we're the gift that keeps on giving. We might as well be wearing Santa Claus. you know what I mean? It's just peak right now, and I'm coming to the realization now that we could go down, because I can't see. I don't know if you, but I can't see where we're getting a win. We're so predictable, and the fact that really annoys me about Arteta is that he comes out with all these things after the game. Oh yeah, we dominated, like the Man City game where we lost 4-1. What was that all about? We dominated the game for 25 minutes, right? And then what it is the teams were easy to play against. Yeah, we're easy to play against.
Yeah.
And basically, what happens, because we're so easy to play against, the teams are sit off us. All the teams that we play are playing in first gear.
Do you know what's annoying, right? We're so predictable. And like, I don't know, it's like they come with a plan A, right? So this is what we do. When we get a corner, this is what we're gonna do. And they do the same thing over and over again. So it hasn't worked. The first 5 times you've done it, it hasn't worked. What's the plan B? What's the plan B? You see what I mean? They do the corner, when they do that little short pass or whatever, it doesn't work. Change it up.
Yeah.
It's not, there's no.
They play, and what the other thing as well, they play a lot down the left, so that right side of it just kind of just seems to just be forgotten about. And for me, Mikel Arteta, it works like, you see, this is the other thing as well, because when we had the drinks breaks and everything, he had time to sort of, pull him back and say, look, you need to do this. Because literally, he's micromanaging. He's telling them where to kick the ball and whatnot. And these players, they're now looking at him and thinking, no, you're not a good manager. And there's probably a split in the camp. I think they're down tools. I really do think they're down tools. I don't know what your thoughts are on that. I mean, someone in the chat did say that it's not just the manager. It's the players. What do you think on that?
Yeah, of course. Well, it has to be. But what about the motivation? These players are not motivated.
Mm,
You know what I mean? Like, you've gone and you spent big. So remember, the big thing was, will they let him spend? We've spent more money than we spent for how many years? How many years has it been since we spent this amount of money in a transfer?
And not only that,
You've got to bring the best out of these players. You've got to bring the best out of them. To the point, look at that game against Tottenham where Partey's walking off the pitch.
Wow.
Come on. Why does he have to walk off? What is...
Yeah,
No, sorry.
I mean, listen, he came back early. He came back early, and I thought that was a bit of a joke. I know some fans are saying that he when the attack was happening, that he shouldn't have walked off. But then you brought him back. That's how you're.
Yeah, but he's injured.
I know.
He's injured. So he's not going to run anywhere anyway. He's saying basically, but what he could be saying is, listen, I told you I'm injured. So when you had the opportunity to take me off, you didn't.
Yeah.
Now I'm at a point where I'm forced to come off the pitch.
Yeah.
You see what I'm trying to say? And look what happens.
Yeah.
They get a goal.
The same thing, Martinelli as well. In the City game, when he got tackled, you could see that he had a bit of a bad bruising on his shin. It looked worse than what it was. Thankfully, he was okay. But then he came back out for the second half and didn't last 5 minutes. It's the in-game management and the way he's managing the club. And there's a lot of talk about the factions in the club in terms of favoritism.
Yeah, I reckon so.
Favoritism, he's now friends with David Luiz.
How is Bellerin's got more lives than a cat? Right? I don't understand.
Yeah.
He keeps coming back. He keeps getting picked. I don't understand it.
It's the same for Willian as well. You look at Willian in his last 11 games. I think in that same game, I think it was the Everton game. All his stats were all 0 for the 90 minutes that he was on. And he still kept him on.
But do you know what it is? It's just, I think with Willian, because you know what he's capable of, you think, you know what I mean? One time he just might show up, at least because we need goals. You need someone like Willian who can create goals, isn't it? But my thing is, with Bellerin, he's meant to be all right, but he's not even defending. He's not, just what I'm trying to say, he's not doing the basics. With Willian, you think, you know what, our problem is we're not scoring enough. So you need some sort of creativity on there. Who else have we got then? Okay, can't play Willian. Is Pepe always good enough?
Well, right now,
who else then?
I'm calling Pepe the 72 pence player right now. Yeah, because
I think Nelson should get more of a shot.
Yeah, definitely. But
I think Nelson should get more of a shot.
If you look at the Europa League side, and
I
mean, for me, that's when I look forward to the games because they're playing with a lot more freedom, playing with the handbrake off, as Wenger would say.
Yeah.
But as soon as the first team is literally, I don't know, and then you would think from that Arteta would sort of say, and this is why that's why I don't think he manages the players well. His management style is very mad, very weird. Because
I don't get it. I don't understand it yet. I'm not understanding. I don't know. I just don't get it right now.
Let me throw a name at you, William Saliba.
Well, where is he? Is he still at the club?
Listen, Lee, I've got Jason.
Is he still there?
Jason in the house. Yes, Lisa. Yes, Lisa. Jason. In the house. Jason. No, Jason. Listen, man, you must be laughing at us right now, bro. Man, listen, boy. Thank God we beat you. When was it? Thank God we beat you. What was it? 1-0 a few months back. I think that was the last time.
That's a distant memory, mate.
That was the last time we won a game.
That's a distant memory.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who is that else? Ian Michael. Ian, called him all the way from America. Yes, Ian.
Why don't you bring him on?
Listen, Ian, let me send you the link, man. Come on, man. You want to come on? Talk. Let me send you the link, bro. Send me your details. I'll send you the link, brother. Or I'll put it on the Arsenal man's then. Yeah?
Jason's laughing at us, mate.
I might even get Jason, though, bro. Hold on a minute. Let me send this to the Arsenal man's then. Yeah, pick that up over there. If you want to come on, man. Feel free to come on. But yeah, just talking. Listen, man, it's a bit of a joke right now. And yeah, we're talking about the game tomorrow. Boy, listen, in terms of it, like injury, I think we've got Arteta. I've said that. I think Aubameyang is still sort of 50-50. Yeah, Martinelli should be fit for the game because at first I thought it was a little bit more serious than what it was. But they're saying that hopefully, I'm just checking it out now. Where is it? I think they said, so yeah, Gabriel's sustained a heavy impact on his shin, but it should be available hopefully for the game. Thomas Partey's still out injured, so we're really missing him bad at the moment. He must be thinking, jeez,
what have I done?
You know what I mean? And you know, yeah, in the summer, you know, I don't even know if Arsenal was his first choice because of where I'm sure his dad was trying to get him somewhere else. But listen, man, when I put that video out saying the party has come to London, boy, party has mashed up right now.
Where's the party now?
That party has mashed up right now. No, I mean it's a madness what's going on now. But yeah, Aubameyang, they're saying that he's trying to gain fitness, but it's going to be probably an outside chance if he does. You know,
well, he's lacking confidence already. Yeah. How's he going to be tomorrow?
You know what he's going to do? He's going to start Eddie Nketiah up front. I tell you now, this is don't think that's going on right now. You know?
No, see that was gosh, see all of that now.
It's the way. It's the way he manages it. It's the that game, that Man City game. Two things that he done wrong there. Yeah, he started Eddie Nketiah up front. Yeah. He's got Lacazette on the bench, and he goes and puts a £1.5 million player in Runnison.
Do you think him and Lacazette are in some sort of beef?
I think he's in a beef with a lot of players.
There's something, man. There has to be something.
There's something going on. I mean, there was a lot of players that were due to leave last season, but didn't. But I remember at the start of the season when he was scoring goals, he scored. I mean, I think he's our highest goal scorer at the moment with 3 goals. He drops it. After the international, doesn't bring him back in. And then what must he think, when he sees Nketiah getting picked over him? I don't get the way this guy. I got taken in. I proper got taken in by the big words. You know, this guy. I think we all did. Negotiable and trust the process. Now it's back. It's Project Arteta now. That's the new one. And I couldn't believe it.
You know why? Because everybody thought, it can't get worse than Emery. That's what everyone thought.
Listen, Emery is 100 times better than him. I'm telling you that now, right? Arteta, seriously, that guy, I got taken in, man, because I was there trying to convince my mate, man, you know, watching him training, the way he was getting the guys using. I remember when Lacazette did a flick, he said none of that. And I thought, I like that. You remember I even saying to you, you know, Arteta, man, he's the man.
Even Aubameyang.
This guy's getting found out.
No, Aubameyang signed. Aubameyang brought it because he signed because he said the manager's going to play around him, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's going on? What's the game plan? Because I'm still not quite sure.
He's not playing to his strengths. Any other manager,
he's not.
A lot out of these players right now. Mm-hmm. You know, he's starting Holding. Listen, when he starts Holding and Bellerin in that position, Holding in right back, and Bellerin in right back and Holding.
Yeah.
These guys, they just don't know. They just don't know how to defend. Once the Uber will win the Golden Boot. This will lose.
Yeah.
My daughter's on there. He will win the Golden Boot.
He is. What has he got? 1.
He's got 2 goals.
Two goals. Oh, are you including the own goal?
You know, that was. I tell you, that game, the Burnley game, wasn't it? That was a joke, man.
It's tough. This has been a tough time.
Yeah, no, it's proper tough, man.
Boy.
It's proper tough. But okay, listen. If we're gonna go for like a predicted lineup tomorrow, yeah. Let me hear who you would go with. If say Aubameyang is 50-50, Martinelli should be fit. So the likelihood is we're going to go with a possibly 3-4-3 formation.
Right.
What he tends to do is do a 4-2-3-1 formation, which always reverts back to a 5 at the back. He plays that at home and he plays it away. Okay. So if you was going to go with your predicted lineup, who would you have in goal first of all?
Well, it has to be Leno, isn't it?
Leno, yeah.
Yeah. Who are you going to have?
No,
The other one. It's got to be Leno, isn't it?
Listen, I would rather.
If it was up to me, if it was up to me, Martinez would be our number one goalkeeper.
Well, you can see where that's gone wrong, isn't it?
Exactly. But anyway, Leno.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
But you said Gabriel might not be.
Well, no, Gabriel. I think Gabriel should be back for the game. So I think he had a 1-game ban, so he should be back for the game.
Okay.
So in the back three, he looks like he's going to play with a back three. Yeah.
It's going to be Gabriel. Probably David Luiz.
Mm.
I don't know. Would he do Holding? Probably, isn't it?
Probably, of course, he'd probably play Holding. It doesn't matter if Holding plays bad or not. He always has him in there.
Yeah. So him, and then yeah. Well, if it was up to me, it would be Maitland-Niles.
What, in that back three?
No, I mean I thought we'd done the back three. Holding.
So okay, so you're going with
Who else is there?
You're going with David Luiz, Holding, and Gabriel.
Yeah, that's who it's gonna be.
I would probably go with Tierney instead of Holding. So I'll go with Tierney.
Oh yeah, Tierney.
I'll
Yeah.
go with him.
Actually,
Gabriel,
yeah.
please get Holding out, man. I don't want him in there. Okay, your wing backs.
Maitland.
Yeah, I'll go with that as well. And on the left, because you've got, depending on I mean, the thing with
Saka,
Saka,
isn't it? Saka.
Yeah.
He's gonna Saka. It's gonna be Saka.
do you think he plays better in as a wing back as opposed to as a winger, attacking winger?
Nah, I think attacking.
We're limited with what we've got.
Yeah, he's not really a defend. Yeah, he's not a defender, is he?
No. And I think he had to end up playing in that position anyway because we had so much injury. And then I think that was under Unai Emery.
Yeah.
That left wing back. We saw the making of Saka.
Yeah. But I think if you look at all these assists, I think, yeah, he's definitely needed, isn't he?
Yeah, 100%. Where
we can find his man, which is good.
Yeah. He's creative.
Yeah, he is. He is.
Yeah.
It's just that we're so weak defensively.
Yeah. And if you think our creativity a lot of it does come either from David Luiz or when Saka is kind of more further advanced up the field, yeah?
Yeah.
Right. So I think he works very well with Tierney. They start to link well, but then you will have, like, say, who would you have like as the left attacking winger? I think if Martinelli is fit, I'll put him there.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll put Martinelli there. Now, I know we haven't dealt with the midfield, right? But if we just deal with the attacking three, obviously, if Uber,
got to be Lacazette.
Okay, so we're basing it on Uber still being injured, yeah?
No, I think Lacazette.
Yeah.
Is this Uber's injured? Yeah.
Yeah.
Uber's injured, so Lacazette. What about Nelson?
again, this is the thing.
I think Nelson.
I'm also hearing rumours that he's falling out with him as well. There's too many of these things coming out the club, man. Too many coming out the club. But I'm going based on who I know is available. Yeah?
Yeah.
So they're saying there's a good chance that Martinelli will make the side. So I would go with Martinelli on the left, Lacazette down the middle, and this is the interesting one, because it could either be Pepe or Willian as the right attacking mid. So which one would you prefer?
You know, it doesn't matter, does it? It doesn't matter. Whoever.
Right. Okay, but who gives
I
more?
think, well, given that video that's going around, you know where Pepe.
Yeah, the guy looks at the
maybe go for Willian.
Really? So you go for Willian? Are you going for Willian because maybe I don't know.
Who plays in that position when we play in the Europa?
Well,
Where does Smith Rowe play?
Well, Pepe was
Where does Smith Rowe play?
Smith Rowe plays like as like a number 10. He did in the Europa. He played him on the left. Yeah. But I prefer him in that central role. And when he came on in the City game, you know, his only thought was to get the ball forward as quick as possible. Do you know what I mean? Turning and finding the space. Yeah. And that's why I think he needs to try something different. Because at the moment we haven't got no.
I think he should get a look in. I think he should get a look in. So yeah, Smith Rowe, man.
All right. So
good.
So your front. Okay. So your front three: Martinelli, Lacazette, and Willian.
Martinelli, Lacazette. I don't know. See, I just.
You're gonna have to go with it.
Yeah. No, I like Nelson. I think Nelson, man.
Yeah, but okay. So are you basing it on the fact that if everybody was fit?
Yeah, because you know what, Nelson he drives at the defense. We need some more attacking. I think that's what we need. We're lacking the going forward, man. We're not finishing. No one's finishing. No one scoring any goals. That's why we're losing. Because think about it, we hold out for a long time. You know, a lot of times it might be 1-0, and then we get a draw. Then we make it 1-1. But we can't. We create so many chances. We can't finish anything. So we need some people that are going to put some goals.
I don't know about creating chances because when you look at our stats, I think I've still got the stats here. I might need to read you these stats again, so you might change your mind on this. When you hear this stat,
but I'm saying okay. But is that on goals on target? No.
No, watch this. I'm going to read you this stat if I can find it. Okay, right. So this is Arsenal, right? In their last 10 Premier League games, right? Right? You're gonna hit the stats, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So the first stat is points gained, yeah? Well, where do you think we're ranked in the last 10 games? Where do you think we're ranked in the league?
I don't know.
Okay, 19th. Okay, wait. Listen. Last 10 games, 5 points. Right.
God.
Oh no, wait. Next stat.
Dire.
Goals. Oh, this is going to be brutal. This one. Have a look at this one. Goals from open play. Where do you think we're ranked?
We're lost.
You're right. 20th.
Yeah.
How many goals from open play in the last 10 games?
4?
2.
2.
Okay, let me cheer you up for Boxing Day. All right. Okay, here's a good one. Shots on target per game. Yeah, so you think we create a lot and whatever, yeah?
Yeah, that's why I said no. I said shots on target might not be high, but that's what my point is. But I think go forward.
I hear what you're saying. So you're of the Arteta. We create a lot of chances. Like for argument's sake, when we played against Wolves, we crossed in 30 odd crosses. Yeah, and he said the probability is that one day one of the goals will go in.
No, but what I'm trying to say, if you've got the people on the pitch that can potentially put the ball in the back of the net, then you're better. Do you see what I mean? My thing is, no, because in that sense, he's not lying because there probably was that amount of crosses. However, there's no one there to finish. No, there's no one hungry. There's no one in the box wanting to bang in goals.
If Giroud playing there, yes, we would have scored some goals.
Yeah, but Aubameyang's not confident right now. Let's be honest. Yeah, there's times when he gets that ball and he's just not confident. True. He last season he would have put that away. Boom. Now he's like he's looking for the pass.
Between him and Lacazette, they've scored with their head out of 60 plus goals, 10 goals. So what I'm saying is, in the Tottenham game, 44 crosses. So you see what I'm trying to say. So he's coming up with these stats and after the game saying, "Oh yeah, we it's bound to go in. The probability is that it's bound to go in."
It's not.
Well, it hasn't. That's 2 games.
No, and you guess what? Yeah, the 30 crosses that you done. Guess what? You done it in exactly the same way 30 times in the game.
Yep. Exactly.
It's so predictable.
Yep. And not only that, there was no one in the box anyway.
That's what I'm trying to say. So what I'm saying is put players on there that are hungry for it. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
for me, Nelson's that sort of, yeah.
I mean, the talk is, Lisa, the talk is that a lot of these players, especially the senior players, I think they've lost faith with him. You know, they'll go home like us suffering fans. We're going to go to bed sleepless nights and everything. They just go home, sleep, lovely jubbly. But what I'm saying is that these guys are not fighting for the badge. Yeah, the lights. Like if you had the passion of, even if they had the passion of Ian Wright's right toe, yeah, we would do something. But you watch them come on the pitch, and literally it's just like they don't know what they're doing. Aubameyang, I was watching this other channel, and the guy was saying that when you look at Lacazette, you can tell whether he's going to have a bad game or not, just by his facial expression. He doesn't have to start the game. You just look at his face. As soon as he comes in, thinking, he's going to have a bad game. I looked at Aubameyang in the last 2-3 games. Literally, the guy just looked like a forlorn player. Just didn't look like he wanted to be there. Is he captain material? That's the other question.
Right.
Do you think he's captain material?
I don't think. I don't hear him much. I don't think he's. I mean, he's great because when he was good, he was. You know what I mean? I think the players really gravitated around him, respected him. Yeah. But I think that's not enough.
It's not enough.
You need to be able to motivate. I think especially when you're down, like you're losing, okay. Yeah. But it starts with him, innit? It starts with him. If he's not confident, how's he going to instill confidence in the team? He's not confident right now. Yeah. So he doesn't believe in Arteta. That much is clear, isn't it? He doesn't believe in the dream. We're not sold on the dream, neither is he.
So, Lisa, what was that thing when he went, when he finally signed the team and he was giving it all large in the Emirates, I want to be a legend. What's happened to that? So something must have happened. They must have promised him all these things.
He's just not confident. That happens to lots of players, isn't it? He's just not confident. But the fact is, he was our goal machine. He's the reason why we weren't 16th or whatever last season because of his goals. You can't rely on one man to carry the team. That's the whole point. Which is why when you said you're going to build the team around him, we thought you were going to do that. But you haven't done that, have you? Yeah, and now he's not scoring. Nobody. What's happening? Now Aubameyang's not scoring. That's the only reason why we're here. Because he's not scoring. But you can't rely on one man.
Yeah, but we knew that anyway, that if Aubameyang's goals dried up, we would be stuffed. Because if you think about it, we could probably count on 1.5 hands of players. I mean, obviously, you look at our goals. We've only scored, is it 12 or 13 goals? Yeah. So, 3 have come from Lacazette, 2 from Aubameyang. Yeah, Pepe penalty, Gabriel header.
Gabriel's couple, isn't it?
You know what I mean? You look at the likes of like Liverpool, you look at Everton, you look at Man City, Man United. Look how many people are scoring.
Yeah, exactly. And that's another thing. We just rely on one man. But how long have Arsenal been like that? Let's be honest. We've sort of had that formula for a long time, where we rely on one player to score all the goals. You can't do that. Look, when we were good, like you had Perez scoring goals. You had loads of people.
Oh, loads of people.
We were at our best. Loads of people. It could come from anywhere. Now it's just okay. Aubameyang, they play him out of the game.
Yeah, and that's precisely, you're right there. Literally, all you've got to do, because we're so predictable, all they'll do is just stick 2 people on him.
Right.
And to be honest, Aubameyang's not the best dribbler. He's not the best passer of a ball. What he can do is put the ball in the back of the net. If you look at someone like, I don't want to say Harry Kane, who's a better all-round footballer than him, that is the case. But Aubameyang.
Look at Tottenham. Song. You got other people. They're putting goals in.
Yeah. And he keeps coming up with this argument that Arsenal been through a tough time, the pandemic, and it's been going for a transition period. So what? Tottenham weren't going for a transition period. Everton weren't going for a transition period. And this is what I'm talking about. He's full of too many excuses. I'm tired now of hearing it. I've had enough now. I got sucked in, and now I've got to hold my hand up. He has to go. He's out of his depth. He has to go.
Yeah.
But just coming back to the actual predicted lineup. So you would go with, because Nelson. I'm not too sure whether Nelson. Are we saying if Nelson is fit, you would play him there?
Yeah.
Okay. So the front 3 will be Martinelli, Lacazette, and Nelson. Then
Nelson.
We go to the midfield now. Okay. Because remember, because we're playing with the wing backs, you've got the 2 midfielders in the middle of the park.
Right, who's that going to be? So, El Nini.
El Nini. the Egyptian Messi. Because
he's injured, isn't he?
Gone to pot now.
Sorry?
That's all gone to pot now. The El Nene saga. Yeah, he was like the best thing since sliced bread. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Not anymore. But who else then? Ceballos.
Xhaka's back from his suspension.
What, you'd play Ceballos? You play Xhaka over El Nini, yeah?
No, this is who I want this is who I want. I want and I know because Arteta is so pragmatic, he's going to go very defensive. So he would play probably Xhaka and El Nene in that game. I think that's what he will play. But
you want Ceballos, innit?
I don't even know about Ceballos because I just see a player now that's just.
He's not, but he
now go back to Real Madrid, man, because he ain't doing anything. It's like he's running on the spot. I said it in my last review. Or, he just looks like he's running on the spot. Literally, our midfield is weak, and it's very evident in the Aston Villa game. I think it was the Aston Villa game. Was it Aston Villa game when Partey? What was the game when Partey came off? Was it Aston Villa game?
That was Tottenham.
No.
Yeah, because Kane scored the goal.
It was the Aston Villa game when he got injured. Yeah.
Who? Partey.
Partey, yeah. And he got injured. That's why they rushed him back early.
Oh right, okay, yeah. Oh, when he originally got injured.
Yeah. So so when he was on, it was him and Partey and El Nene. As soon as Partey went off, we fell apart against Aston Villa.
Yeah, but you know why he's getting injured? Because he's doing about 3 man's jobs. That's why he's getting. That's what. Don't you remember? Listen, when people come to Arsenal, don't you notice players come to Arsenal? They've never had lots of injuries. They get injured because they work them to the bone.
Yeah.
Right? Because they're doing all these men that can't do their jobs. They're doing their jobs for them.
Yeah.
So they get injured. Of course, they're going to be injury prone because they got to play midweek. They're the starting 11 all the time.
Yeah. I don't know if you know the thing about Arsenal. Yeah. When you watch other teams, yeah, whether they're good or bad, one thing, their work ethic. Arsenal have not got that work ethic. You know, back when Arteta first took over, maybe for the first 10 games or so, you saw the pressing. I thought that's nice. You know, all pressing from the front. You saw organisation. Because remember, at one time, we had the best defence in the league. Yeah? But that's all gone to pot now. So we're not only we're falling apart at the back, we didn't have a middle, and we ain't scoring goals. So what does that equal? Relegation form. Yeah.
Listen.
And Arteta came out himself and said it. Yeah. He doesn't feel because he's saying that the players have never been in this position before. He's never been in this position before, so he doesn't know how to. You know, at one time we was linked with Sam Allardyce coming to save us. Now he's gone to West Brom. But this is the reality of it. Now we need someone to come in.
Sam Allardyce, you know. All right, okay. You know what? Yeah, I think anything's better than what we have right now. Trust me.
Right now. But what I would say in the middle of the park, if Partey is not going to be back, so I would go with Willock and right.
Yeah, but does Willock lose the ball too much?
Yeah, but because
you've got to remember who you're playing.
In the midfield tomorrow, please.
You've got to remember who you're playing. You've got to remember who you're playing, mate. You can't.
So who would you have then in the middle?
No, I'm just saying, yeah. I'm not saying you can't have Willock, but you've also got to think if you lose the ball in the middle of the pitch, yeah?
Yeah.
Like, we're vulnerable. I don't know.
I'll probably go with Granit Xhaka and Willock. Because I think you need Granit hasn't got no legs, yeah? But you do need legs in the middle of the park.
I agree with Leah. I think, but I think that's political anyway.
Yeah. I mean,
to come back.
That's a whole.
It's true.
You know, that's a whole other podcast. I mean, the fact is that, you know, some people would say that the myth of having Ozil in that 10 position. If you look at Liverpool, the way they create from their wing backs. They don't really have a number. Now that they've got Thiago in, but he's injured. And if you look at all Liverpool's injury, look what they're still doing. But it's that belief that Klopp instills in them.
Listen, I watched Match of the Day the other day, yeah? And when they broke down Henderson, what he does on that pitch, not when he's got the ball, you know. When he hasn't got, I said, that's...
Yeah. That's the problem. Arsenal are not good with the ball. And then and they are not good when they have the ball, because when you look, they're passing. Oldin, he can't pass to save his life. Bellerin just loses the ball. He does his thing where because he's lost his pace, he will try and play the ball on the outside and then play it on the inside and then try and run on the outside of them. He's predictable, and in his position, he's defensive. He's not a good defender at all. He's not good because his positional sense is not good. He always keeps vacating that space and leaving a massive space in the back.
I'll pick Maitland-Niles over him.
Yeah,
I would.
So, okay, so if we start from the back then, I think we're pretty much
done it now.
Yeah. Leno in goal.
Yeah.
Back three of Tierney, Gabriel, and David Luiz.
Yeah.
And then wing back Maitland-Niles. Left wing back Saka.
Yeah.
Then in the middle of the park, you're going with who?
I'll go with you then. I'll go with you. Willock. My only thing is, if we lose the ball, I just think sometimes Willock loses that ball a bit too easily, and I think because it's Chelsea. So
you're going for the same. So you're going for more experience in terms of maybe playing
I
Ceballos.
think we might need to be a little bit more defensive in the middle.
So
I think so. I'll go for Ceballos because he can defend, but he
Yeah.
can also sometimes create.
play like number 8 kind of play.
Yeah. So I think I'm going to stick to.
So you go with Ceballos and what? Xhaka or El Nene?
God.
Or would you? Or you're saying
El Neni.
I'm
I'm saying El Neni.
I would.
Yeah, I'm saying El Neni because
Yeah.
Xhaka just sometimes think about it, it's Chelsea. Yeah, there are going to be players that are doing a madness, and he might just do the mad tackles.
They got ballers in there, man.
Yeah, so I'm saying El Neni because I need someone that's a little bit more, controlled in their tackling and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, El Nene keeps things simple. He's just got to keep.
And Ceballos, he can tackle, and often he gets the ball.
Yeah.
But for me, he's a safer option in terms of if you want to keep 11 men on the pitch.
Right.
And not have to make substitutions because someone's got a yellow card. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they will think about the team, man. Jeez.
And then up front, Martinelli, Lacazette, and Willian for you. Not Pepe.
Nelson. Oh, no.
Not Nelson.
Oh. No, I think Pepe should come on as a substitute.
Okay. So you'll start Nelson on the right if he's fit.
Nelson on the yeah. Or Willian. Or Willian.
Okay.
It's his old team. You know what I mean? He might show up. He might.
Really? Listen. There's this myth going around that he turns up for the Tottenham games. Did you see me in that? Right, exactly. And the thing is, when he was playing for Chelsea, he always scored against them. That was the joke about it. This man is just picking up his paycheck, smoking his cigars and running his restaurant, man. This guy is just coming for a final payday, mate.
Yeah, but is it because the style of play is not bringing out the best?
Well, he did come out and say in an interview some months back that you know when you first come to the club and then they were asking how he's getting on and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And he did come out and say that he's not used to the style and the formation that Arteta. I kind of read a little bit more into that.
See,
because coming from Chelsea where they play more free-flowing football under Lampard and more attacking football, I think he was hard adjusting to playing this very pragmatic, basically boring football. That's what you might as well have said anyway. Do you know what I mean? So,
well, I don't know what it is. Yeah. I don't even know if you could even call it boring. It's just what is it?
I don't know.
What is it?
I don't know. I don't know what style it is. There's no.
What is it? What are the tactics? When you see them, all I know is they just do the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
Over and over again.
There's no identity.
It's not working. Corners. Oh my gosh. Set pieces. That's what we've got to sort out.
Yeah. Yeah.
We don't take those opportunities at all. We got to sort that out. Yeah. Set pieces. We're wasting them.
Lisa, there's a lot of things wrong right now. And as you said, it's only God that can help us right out of this situation because I really don't know. I really don't. Listen, we're talking like this. Tomorrow, Arsenal might turn it on and we
well, good for them.
But does that change anything? It just papers over the cracks.
What is that going to be? 15 with Burnley with a game in hand? Yeah, great. Until Burnley win their next game. Okay.
Well,
and it's
put it this way: if we lose tomorrow,
yeah,
and Burnley win their game, we will end up in 16th. We'll be 1 point ahead of Fulham.
Can you imagine Fulham? No.
Well, I'll tell you what, though. I'm really looking forward to some London derbies. Brentford, QPR. You know what? We shouldn't laugh.
Watch other games.
We shouldn't laugh, man, because remember Leeds. Leeds went down. Leeds went down in 2004. And it's taken them 16 years to get back. We're not too big to go down.
Nah, we won't. I don't think we're gonna go down. Listen, Arteta will be gone before anything like that. He come on.
Right.
They can't do that. They can't do that. They can't do that. They can't do that.
Right. Well, listen. I don't want to keep you up too much because I know it's Christmas.
Yeah.
And you need your beauty.
At the time, it's not even Christmas. Well, 2 minutes. It's not even Christmas Day anymore.
Is it Boxing Day now?
No, 2 minutes. In 2 minutes.
Well, let's get ready to get boxed up tomorrow. Yeah. That's what's gonna happen. But listen. All right. I need your predicted score before we go.
3-1.
Tell me what your heart is saying, and then tell me what you say.
3-1.
What's that? Your heart?
My heart. What's my heart? What I want?
Yeah.
Oh.
So give me your heart, and then give me your head result.
Okay. My heart.
Yeah.
Would say 3-2 to the Arsenal.
Now give me your head.
My head says 3-1 Chelsea.
Yeah. Right. My score prediction.
Yeah.
My heart is saying 1-1 and penalties. No, really. Oh boy. I'd love it if we could do a 2-1. Yeah. But I think we're going to lose this game. I'll go again with you 3-1.
3-1, I think.
I think that Chelsea have got too much firepower. And if we play the way we're playing, if we're getting slapped up by Burnley, Wolves, Aston Villa, it's not good, man.
But saying that, we got Aston Villa beat us last season. So,
yeah.
Do you see what I mean? And Burnley, our games against Burnley have always been quite tight. If you think about it, do you remember that time when Koscielny scored that late goal?
Yeah,
It wasn't
Was
a goal. It wasn't meant to be a goal.
Yeah, I remember that.
You know what I mean? So it has been tight against Burnley before.
Yeah.
But remember, we've come good. We've been able to come good. But we can't come good with this team.
Yeah. But the problem is
come good.
We're breaking, as you said, we're breaking a lot of records.
The wrong record.
I think Arteta, because he played under Moyes, I think he's taken over the David Moyes mantle when he broke records for Man United. We're breaking records every week. It's not funny.
I think, but the main record he's breaking is that a manager that held on to his job for the longest time. Yeah, after the worst record.
As I said, we're not acting like a big club. We're not acting like a big club because when you look at Paris Saint-Germain, they've just got rid of their manager. Yeah, Thomas Tuchel. Yeah, they're sitting in 3rd place. Right?
Yeah.
We're sitting in 15th.
But who do you bring in?
You have Edu. You have the board coming out and saying we're going to back this manager. Now, if you're going to back the manager, right? If you're going to back the manager, you need to be come January. I mean, first of all, are you going to trust him with to spend the right and get the right player? You know what I mean?
Nah. He's obviously got favourites and he's got a little clique. That's what I can see. Nah, it's nonsense. It's rubbish.
Well, at least, listen. Tomorrow we'll find out.
Yeah.
We'll find out whether I get on the phone to you tomorrow.
But look, who do you bring in though? If we get rid of Arteta, who do you bring in? Who do you want?
Right. I mean, there's a number of managers that are out there that are, obviously Pochettino. He's looks like he's going to PSG. So,
yeah, but they want him from. He's top.
Yeah. So you've got. I mean, you've got people like Rafa Benitez, Allegri. Now that Thomas Tuchel is they did an interview with. Well, they did not say per se did an interview, but I know his next challenge is that he would like to do something in the Premier League. So you never know.
What? Remember what Mourinho said When he came to Arsenal or something and he considered it. He was like, nah. He's like, he knows they're not ambitious.
Yeah.
When I bet you have to remember, Arteta's probably working with such a small. It's probably rubbish. What he's got to work with is rubbish. Yeah. Wenger helped them out because he covered up. He took all the flack. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the problem.
Good. Although we were ambitious in terms of we always came fourth. That's what our ambition was. Okay, but at least we were coming fourth. I mean, yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Now we're coming 8th or finishing 15th, right?
Right. Now we're striving for Europa. What? Where's the ambition gone, mate? But what I'm saying is, it's like, I don't know. I don't think the resources are great. I don't think.
When you say the resources are great, are you talking about, because if you think about Arsenal, a report went out in terms of their spend. I don't know the actual figure, but they were the second highest spenders behind Man United in the last 2 seasons. Yeah, outspending Barcelona and Real Madrid. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the problem with Arsenal is that we spend the money on the wrong players. Yeah, we're going out and this is our problem. You look at our wage bill. We've got probably one of the highest wage bills in the Premier League. Yeah, that's why players will sit around like Ozil on Fortnite.
What we should have done.
Mustafi. How is Mustafi starting over William Saliba?
I don't understand it. I do not understand it. And my thing is, do you know what? Where we went wrong, we shouldn't have renewed Ozil. Ozil didn't deserve it. I don't care. He didn't deserve his contract to be renewed. How did he deserve it? But you know what? Because there was nothing else going on. There was nothing else. You had to renew Ozil's contract because you weren't doing anything else. You weren't doing anything in the market.
All right, I'll tell you exactly what happened. Yeah. You remember the season when the likelihood was, I think it was the 2000. When did Sanchez go to Man U? Was it 2016?
16?
Possibly. Or 15, 16. I can't remember this, whenever it was.
I just know, yeah.
But the thing was, right, Sanchez wanted out, yeah, and there was caused a lot of problems in the dressing room and everything. Now, Ozil is smart because at that point, and this is the problem with Arsenal, they let all their players run down their contracts. Yeah. So now the power was with them. So what's happened is that Ozil and Sanchez were coming down to their last year of their contract.
Yeah.
They actually had gone into January now, so they could talk to other clubs. Right? So what happens? Sanchez says, right, I'm going to Man U. Yeah, I'm going to go and get me 450k a week. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he went on a free because he
did.
Yeah, he went on a free, and then
because remember we done the thing. We got what's his name?
Tyrion. Mickey Mouse. But Lee,
yeah, we could probably do with someone like him right now. Trust me. Listen, anything.
And Ozil exploited that.
And you know who we miss right now? Ramsey, man. Listen.
Oh
God.
We miss a lot of players.
We miss. Oh, jeez. Even when I see like Iwobi would. This is what I mean. Like we just weren't thinking. We weren't. Oh God, we just weren't thinking.
I mean, our transfer policy, everything that we're doing right now for the last years, even under Wenger, the way since David Dean left, the club has just gone downhill.
Yeah,
and we keep hearing the cliche. We move from Ivory to play against Bayern Munich. Now we're trying to compete against Brighton. That's what I'm hearing, man. So it's not an original quote. It's what I'm hearing. We are now competing against sides like Brighton.
Oh.
Listen, there's a 60,000 seater stadium. You've been there. You've seen it. Yeah.
Yeah, we're not top 6 anymore. Top 16. Top 16.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, the club wants a sort of manager that's going to be a puppet. yeah, and Arteta is a puppet, and he's doing exactly what Wenger did, just covering up. Even Unai Emery.
He's not covering. But he's not even nah.
Emery,
You can't, no, don't put it. You can't put him with Wenger. You can't. I'm sorry, you can't, because it has never been this bad under Wenger. He's not in that same league. So the fact is, if you're gonna do if you're gonna do it how Wenger done it, you better bring in an experienced manager so that they can deal with these storms. Yeah, because
I mean,
someone that's got experience, they can't work. You have to remember, Wenger was able to work with potential. Yeah. The only thing he couldn't do was do tactical. His tactical. Yeah, his tactics just were off at the end. They were off.
You knew what Wenger's tactics was. Try to outscore the opposition.
Yeah, it just wasn't. It's like 10 years ago that was great. It's not great now. Remember, people have got loads of money. They've brought all these great players. You're still trying to stick to your philosophy, which is outdated, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But if he'd taken on a new philosophy, think about it, it would have been a different story. Yeah. But because you want to just buy a 50 million player in the transfer, one player in the transfer,
and at least
and not buy anybody in January.
But at least you make a very good point there. Yeah. That's what Arsenal do. So what happens? We do one or two things. We try and appease the fans, because what will happen? We will leave it right up to deadline day.
Yeah.
And then we spring out the box. So we sprung out the £72 million. We sprung at the £72 million Pepe thing.
Okay.
We were excited.
Yeah.
And we had Josh Conway come out and let's be excited, right? Well, that's a fairy story now, right? And what it is, and we've had this problem since Wenger, in the sense of the players. When we lost players like Patrick Vieira, we did not replace them.
Yeah.
Strikers. All right, we could say to a degree, Van Persie kind of jumped into that until he decided to go to Man U and became a pagan. Right? Yeah? Right? Now, the thing is at the end of the day, what Arsenal do is, rather than sort of go, right, let's make sure we get a player for that position where we lost. What we're doing is trying to get utility players, or we try and create utility players within the club.
You know,
Maitland, for example, he's actually a midfielder, but because we didn't go and get a right back, because we didn't get, we finally managed at the end of the day to get a left back. We've now sorted out. I don't even know if we've sorted out.
You know what? I would prefer, that you take that £70 million and you divide it. Yeah, go and buy a decent defender, decent build a decent. What we need to do is build a squad.
Yeah.
We keep building first team, and we talk about got that. We haven't even really got a first team.
We haven't got a first team.
It's not good enough. Our first team's not good enough. But what I'm trying to say is build a squad.
Yeah.
So you can rotate. So you can. Just what I'm trying to say. Like, remember, we used to get to a stage. We used to have a team. Our first team was all right. As soon as we get injury, mate, we were done.
Yeah.
We get to Christmas. Most of the time, we'll be either top or near the top. Yeah. Injury. That's it. We're done. We haven't built a squad. We haven't really think about it. And now we haven't even got a great 11. That's what our problem is.
And that's very worrying.
Our first 11 was okay. We can have a go at certain teams.
Yeah,
we can have a go. We might not win, but we can have a go.
But now we're not even seeing that now. Our first 11, we've got bang average players. But just one last thing.
Yeah.
Okay, our first 11. When you look at our first 11, do you think that we should be in that position based on the quality of our players? Or is it down to the way Arteta is coaching this side? Because when you look at that side, a lot of those players in there are internationals.
Yeah, we shouldn't be there. We shouldn't. And I mean, I think if we really analyse the games, there are some chances that should be put away.
Yeah.
But Aubameyang's not confident right now.
Yeah.
But then really, it can't all fall on him anyway. Do you see what I mean? It can't all fall on him being confident and on form. It can't. So it's like, okay, when he's not on form, what was your plan B, Arteta? This is my problem. This is where I say I looked at Arteta now. So what's your plan B? Because plan A ain't working. Yeah, you've done this corner, this stupid corner thing, right? You've done it about 5 times now. When you pass it, oh my gosh.
Yeah, we ain't got a plan B. We know what it is. Yeah.
I don't know if I think Pepe's passing the ball to the fans behind the goal, right? What I'm trying to say.
We know what the style of football is. We know it's predictable. We know the ball will come out from Leno. He will pass it to Gabriel. Gabriel will then pass it across to Holding. Holding will then kick it back to Leno. Then they will drop deep. And then teams that know how to press and contain you, and this is where you make mistakes. They tried it under Unai Emery. They tried it with Peter Cech. Peter Cech couldn't play playing the ball at the back. Yeah. So we're still trying this thing, and sometimes you need to mix it up.
Martinez was the best at that, yeah. But do you know what was good about him? Because he knew when to kick it long.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Whereas it feels like Leno, no matter what's going on, right? The striker was just 2 seconds away. He's still trying to pass the ball.
And the other thing as well,
little frills and trills. It's like, what are you on?
Yeah. But the other thing as well, Lise, is that our transitional play from back to front. Literally, I counted when we was playing against Man City.
Yeah.
Not Man City, sorry. The Everton game. I counted the amount of times Luiz would have touched that ball in his side. Listen, we'll probably, in terms of possession, we had more possession than Everton. Yeah. But that was because we had the ball in our half. They didn't need to do anything. They didn't need to get our second gear. Yeah. So what happens is that they will take 5 or 6 touches, then they'll play over to Holding. Holding will play to Bellerin. Bellerin will kick it back to Holding. Holding will then kick it back to Leno. It will come back to him, and then and then you wonder why the front three don't get no touch of the ball.
It's just really bad. It's bad. It's bad right now. We'll see. Let's see tomorrow. Let's just. Listen. Do you know what? If they make me eat my words, I'll take that.
Yeah.
I'll take that. Yeah, look, someone's just said our transition is awful. We'd rather go back. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Very negative. We play negatively. We do. We play negatively.
Yeah. Well, guys, listen. It's been a pleasure, Lise.
Yeah.
I finally got you on. Listen,
I know.
Yeah, listen, you know your stuff.
I needed something. I needed to let it off my chest.
Definitely. All those chats over the phone now. You have the pleasure of talking to 4 people tonight. But I'm sure when it goes out, there'll probably be a lot more views and comments. But it's been great having you on, and hopefully we can do this more. I'm trying to sort out for the new year some podcasts where we're getting loads of Arsenal people on, talk about the game, talk about the problems on and off the pitch, what's the way forward, because right now Arsenal, gosh, what's that? You need Lise on. Yeah, okay, right, okay, yeah. You see that, Lise? Yeah, you need to come on board. We'll definitely get you on. Get you up against a few of the Arsenal guys. Because you know your stuff well, you know what I mean? You even put me to shame sometimes. But yeah, it was a pleasure having you on. And just to say to the guys, now it's Boxing Day. A belated Merry Christmas to everybody. Thanks for tuning in, watching the channel. You've supported me for the best part of a year or so. And for those people like even Lisa, give me little tips and everything. Now that I've got her on, hopefully she'll make some more appearances. I'm sure there's going to be times where she's probably going to be probably not as calm as this. This is Lisa in her calm state. So get ready. If we end up in the new year in the relegation, oh my gosh, we're done out here. That's all I gotta say. We're done out here. But it's really a pleasure having you.
I don't think I'll be able to come on if that's the case, because I'll be with my therapist.
No, but listen, it's a pleasure.
Seriously, I'm not even playing.
Listen, have a fantastic Boxing Day. Don't eat too much,
Yeah.
and we'll see how the game pans out tomorrow. And
Merry
I'll
Christmas,
be doing,
everybody.
I'll be doing a watch along with David. I'm going to talk to him tomorrow. Chelsea supporter. Hopefully, I will have the last laugh. And we'll all, you know, and if we do win, Lise, you're welcome to come back on.
All right. All right then.
So we'll see
See you later.
if we do. We take care of yourself. Yeah.
All
See you
right,
later.
take care. Bye.
Okay, thanks, Lise, for coming on, guys. Listen again. Thank you to everyone. Happy Boxing Day. Thank you. Thank you, Jancy, my dearest wifey. Yeah. Okay. Look, we're finishing now. Guys, get to your bed. Have a fantastic Boxing Day. Hopefully, we will come out. Please, Arsenal. Please. We can do this. Listen, take care. Please like, subscribe, share. I'm only, I think, 6 away, I believe, 4 away from 100 subscribers. So it'd be nice before the end of the year that I get those extra subscribers. Yeah. So listen, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. I'm out of here.